Once again, I welcome you guys back to another video. This is going to be Dark 5. I have to keep saying this. My favorite channel on YouTube. And this is going to be 5 most mysterious and unexplained ghost sightings in America. And this is going to be an old Dark 5 video. So, of course, it's going to not have any narration on it. But we can already pretty much know by the title of this video here that we know exactly what to expect from here. It says 5 most mysterious and unexplained. I mean, usually ghost sightings are mysterious and unexplained in itself, but they're not talking about just like places in general. They're just talking about here in America. I mean, it's not like that's really helping much. I mean, America is a very big country with a lot of places that has potential ghost sightings and haunted places that you can see ghosts at. So let's go ahead and hop into this video and see what this has to offer us. Of course, it's not going to be a scary video because, I have to fucking read. Speaking of, Lincoln's Ghost. Oh, hold on, I'm gonna have to turn this up a little bit. I think I like this vibe that I'm getting here. That's alright, let's do it. Tales of the ghost of President Abraham Lincoln haunting the White House has existed since his assassination in 1865. One of the most famous examples in this eerie photo of Mary Todd Lincoln that shows the ghost of her husband standing behind her. Oh shit. And the pictures back in the day, it's not like you could Photoshop shit. The photographer claims he did not know it was Mary Todd sitting for the photo until after it was developed, revealing the apparition. It says the photographer claims he did not know it was Mary Todd. The photographer claims he did not know it was Mary Todd sitting for the photo. Okay, so he didn't know who she was or if she had any relation to Abraham Lincoln. So okay, so basically what he's trying to say is he had no idea who she was, and basically they're not lying is what the gist of it is. Like, he wouldn't be faking this because he didn't even know who this woman was when he was taking her picture. Damn, every time I go over here in this fucking corner this shit pops up. Hold on one sec. Alright, let's do this. Numerous people, including Eleanor Roosevelt and dozens of staffers, have reported feeling the presence of Lincoln's spirit in the house. And sounds of phantom footsteps and mysterious knocks on the door outside the Lincoln bedroom were said to be routine. And y'all stayed there? In 1942, Queen Wilhelmina of the Netherlands fainted when she heard a knock and opened the door to Lincoln in the frock. Jesus Christ. Lincoln in a frock coat and top hat. Winston Churchill also reported the ghost of Lincoln visited him on his stay in the White House, just as he disrobed for a bath. Though White House sightings have become less frequent, Lincoln has also been observed haunting the gravesite in Springfield, Illinois. It is said he was perfectly recognizable when exhumed 30 years after his death, despite the flag over his body having disintegrated. Greenbrier Ghost. On January 23, 1897, Elva Zone Heaster's lifeless body was discovered by an errand boy at the foot of the stairs. Jesus. All this reading is making my throat really dry. In the Greenbrier County, West Virginia home she shared with her husband Edward, who was gone at the time. Strangely, in the hour it took the doctor to arrive, Edward carried his wife's body upstairs, wrapped her with a veil. And wrapped her with a veil. Jesus, what's up with that, man? After a brief examination, the doctor listed Elva's cause of death as childbirth, though there is no record of her ever being pregnant. What y'all think? They covering that shit up or something? Sorry about that, y'all. These fucking mosquitoes has been tearing my ass up since I opened this window. Edward's strange behavior continued as he kept people away from her coffin and arranged pillows over her head to help her rest. In parentheses. According to legend, a month after the funeral, Elva's ghost appeared in her mother's dreams for 4 nights in a row. And divulged that Edward was a cruel and abusive husband who had gone too far that fateful evening. Oh shit. The plot thickens. Elva's mother told her story to the prosecutor who took the drastic step of exhuming the body to have a full autopsy performed. Conforming... Gee. I apologize, y'all. Okay. Let's try this again. Confirming the ghost's tale and leading Edward to be charged and placed on trial for the alleged heinous crime. You can't tell me that this ghost shit is not real. How in the fuck? Unless, you know, the mother probably just had a strong feeling that the husband probably did it. I mean, because you know how the saying goes, you know, uh, if a wife has been murdered, or I forgot how the saying goes, but basically it's always the husband or the boyfriend or whatever. So maybe she just had a feeling that, you know, maybe he was the one who did it and she just somehow managed to get lucky. But I think that's just too much of a coincidence, bro. The mother's testimony of her ghost daughter's accusations was crucial evidence that led to a guilty verdict for Edward. This shit is kind of spooky. Come on. Like, come on, dog. It was a Hail Mary from beyond the grave and got this man locked up. And the Greenbrier ghost would never haunt the home again, with many believing her spirit could rest peacefully after justice was served. Bell Witch. The Bell Witch was an invincible... which was an invisible poltergeist that allegedly terrorized the Bell family of Adams, Tennessee for 4 years. Why do I feel like this is a movie or something? And would become one of the most infamous evil spirits of 19th century North American folklore. The haunting began in 1817 when John Bell Sr. and his family heard sounds of scratching and smacking lips in their farmhouse. They heard smacking lips from where was they at to hear that? And started experiencing mysterious phenomena like sheets being pulled from beds and milk being spilled. She was known to change forms, sometimes appearing as a dog with the head of a rabbit to threaten the family. What type of shit is that? The ghost's behavior became progressively more hostile and she pulled hair, slapped, pinched, and stuck pins in the family. Oh my gosh, she can do all that. After years of threatening to harm the family, according to legend, the Bell Witch poisoned John Bell Sr. in 1821. After years of threatening to harm the family, according to legend, the Bell Witch herself, the one that's, you know, a ghost, dead, poltergeist, Bell Witch poisoned John Bell Sr. and proceeded to haunt his shaken and grieving relatives by appearing and singing taunting, drinking songs at his... Oh my God. And proceeded to haunt his shaken and grieving relatives by appearing and singing taunting, drinking songs. Am I reading this right, or is the grammar here kind of messed up? And proceeded to haunt his shaken and grieving relatives by appearing and singing, taunting, and drinking and taunting, drinking songs at his funeral. I don't know. I feel like that's kind of worded wrong. I don't know why. Maybe it's just me and how I'm reading this, but it just feels weird reading that sentence. The story garnered nationwide attention, and it rumored that President Andrew Jackson himself visited the Bell Farm to investigate. Why would you do that? What are you going to do against the ghost? And after the haunted farmhouse was later destroyed, it is said the witch's ghost fled to hide in a mysterious cave on the property. You got to be a fucking fool to go in there. Queen Esther. Queen Esther was an Iroquois, I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it, Native American woman who lived in the Pennsylvania Territory in the mid 18th century. In the mid 18th century, what? And according to legend, she led a deadly raid on a local farm of white settlers in 1778 to avenge the death of her son. Oh my God, this music is just... I need to hurry up and get off this shit before I get cursed or something. Records indicate at least 2 people, a man and his wife, were scalped and killed in the raid, and others were wounded. In response, a militia of over 200 men was rallied to confront the Iroquois Indians who raided the farm. No, bro. Queen Queen Esther reportedly gathered the women and children of the village together, attempting to flee to safety. But the militia caught up to them and forced Esther to watch as the children were thrown into the lake one by one. Ah, man, this is fucked up. Before the military men set upon her, Queen Esther cursed any white settler who would set foot on the land. And since then, reports of mysterious screams from the area of the massacred villagers have become commonplace. In recent years, local hunters have said that their firearms inexplicably stopped working while in the nearby woods. Oh, fuck. During a strange phenomenon in which they saw the ghost of a young weeping Queen Esther hanging from an oak tree. Man, like, that shit was a sad story, bro. That was... I don't know how to take that one. Old Book. Old Book is the name of the ghost that haunts... Wait, Old Book is the name of the ghost? Okay. That haunts the cemetery of the Peoria, I'm assuming I'm pronouncing that right, State Hospital, a former insane asylum in Illinois. A nickname for Manuel Bookbinder, Old Book was a beloved patient of the hospital who also worked as a gravedigger on site. He was known to lean against the same old elm tree during burials and weep loudly for the lost souls of his fellow patients. Oh shit. And when Bookbinder himself died, hundreds attended his funeral, becoming witness to the first appearance of the poltergeist. George Zeller, the asylum director, reported in his diary that as the casket was lowered, a crying sound echoed from the graveyard elm. Why would I say that? And when the funeral attendees looked up, an apparition of Old Book had appeared in front of the whole crowd. Oh shit. Really? Oh my goodness, man. Spookily. Within weeks of the funeral, Old Book's hardy, healthy tree died, and whenever workers tried to remove its corpse, they were frightened away by inexplicable sounds of grieving cries and screams that sounded like Old Book. This is just sad and very uncomfortable, unsettling. The old elm tree could only be removed decades later when it burned to the ground after being struck by lightning. Come on, bro. This is like, this is kind of like freaky as hell. I I'm very uncomfortable right now. This one here, okay, now for some reason, for a brief second or a brief moment, where they was talking about the guys trying to remove the tree and was scared away, it made me think of like cursed objects. And the thing about the cursed objects that I was thinking about in particular was a cursed race car called, what was it, like Old Bastard or something like that, or a Little Bastard or something like that. It's a race car that was cursed. And every time a person came into contact with that car, whether it be they used a part of the car itself and put it in their car, or whether it was, they was like transporting the car or they was working on a car, some bad shit happened. And I thought that they was about to go that route with that tree, you know, and they was going to say things like, oh, every time they tried to remove the tree, somebody got fucking like bodied or something, you know. That was my thoughts going into this. Let's see, was there any ones that kind of stuck out? Let's see. Now this one here, Queen Esther. Is that? Oh my God! Please don't tell me I'm fucking up her name. Okay, Queen Esther. When she cursed the white settlers who set foot on the land, it made me think of another story of a town where it was something that was similar to this, right? Like back in the old day when the settlers and the Indians were fighting over, well, I'm sorry, the Native Americans was fighting over territory, and the Native Americans came to a agreement with the settlers about a certain land that, you know, they could use. And then the settlers obviously betrayed them and, you know, captured their whole little tribe and killed them off. And before they killed the main guy, the chief, he cursed that entire land. And ever since then, there's been like major accidents that's happened in this town. I forgot exactly what it was, and I forgot exactly what video it was that I seen that on, but it made me think of that. But I mean, like a lot of this shit was just sad, dude. This one was wild because the Bell Witch, like her behavior, it just got worse over time, and she just was able to do more shit until it was reported that she poisoned John Bell and, you know, terrorized the family. That's some crazy shit, man. Like, oh, I can't believe that I'm able to just sleep soundly at night because, like, after watching videos like this, I don't understand how my brain functions like this, bro. But I love this shit, man. Like I said, it's like learning about history in different parts of the world, you know, so. With that being said, thank you guys for watching this video with me. What did you guys think? Did you hear about these little moments in history where these things have happened? Because I'm pretty sure that the Queen Esther thing, I feel like that should be something that would, it felt like a story or not even a story, an event that would be talked about in like history books or something like that. But let me know what you guys think about this video, man. I'll put the link in the description box below so you guys can check out Dark Five's channel and original video in the link. And I will see you guys in the next one. Alright, peace.